I like to hear my records in the club. And that's actually how I ran into Cassie. Cassie was actually with her and her girls dancing on a table somewhere. And she said, hey, my mom for her birthday wants to hear what I sound like on record. And she knows we're hanging out and, you know, can we put some on record for my mom?
But she never sang before that.
She said, hey, my mom would like to hear, you know, what I sound like, you know, on record. Could we do something for her? I said, yeah. The first time we got in the studio, Cassie didn't really understand the recording process. Was you got to take it over and over and over again, etc. And she wanted to go out, and so I said, okay, you could just leave, and I'll sing the second verse, and then at least we have a finished song we can send to your mom. So the second verse had me on the song, and I finished producing it and everything. So I gave the speech when I graduated from Harvard, and he was the same age that I was, and he was like, man, have this concept around MySpace, and I feel like it could be valuable to you. I said, well, what you mean? He said, well, you know, MySpace has these music charts, and he's like, I control the music charts. So what you mean you control the music charts? He said, well, the way it works is that I can control what results show up on Google for the MySpace keyword. So MySpace.com is obviously going to be the #1 Google search result, but any MySpace music profile I want can be #2, #3, #4, #5. And he said, so, you know, what do you want to do with this? I'll do all the MySpace Google magic for y'all in return. And so once again, it always comes down to finding that right collaborator.
Yeah,
you know, nobody really does it on their own.
Yeah.
And so, man, like, we watched Cassie's profile on MySpace. It became the #2 Google search result for MySpace, in case anyone Googled the word MySpace.
Wow.
And we watched her music profile. She was just always #1 on the MySpace music charts. Now, I was doing everything that I could to make sure, though, that that record was not just an online record. So one of the Bad Boy Street team, you know, Rich Dollars was his name. He actually said, yo, Ryan, man, let's run this up in the clubs. And I said, okay, how much does it cost? You know, I got some money, let's run it up. And so basically we went around the clubs in New York City, and because he was part of the Bad Boy Street team, anywhere Puffy was, this record, we were, you know, taking care of the DJs, and they were spinning it 2, 3, 4, 5 times in the clubs.
Yeah.